in all your models, often when I look at them, when clients look at them, etc., what's missing is the qualitative element. Because sometimes you can have engagement with people using negative semantics. How do you build into your engagement formulas the traffic that is negative, neutral, or undecided, that up until now is just measured as traffic? And you think, oh, great. Look at the engagement, look at the retweets, look at what people are saying, but you cannot really get down to what are they saying.
I think with every piece of engagement, you can always say if it's not negative, you can say if it's really bad for the user. If the user doesn't like it, other metrics will show it. Non-qualitative metrics, quantitative metrics will show it. And then many brands have, with our numbers, they've created metrics like love rate, which is a metric where you look at a certain ratio between the positive interactions, like likes and favorites, between shares and between comments. And they said, well, if there's a certain amount of comments, but there's not a certain amount of likes, it's probably negative. If there's a certain amount of comments coupled with a lot of likes, it's actually positive. So you can always measure if something's negative. We know the likelihoodness if it's on the wall, based on the time, based on where it is, if it's actually negative or positive, without actually reading the piece of content, without starting to analyze text. But
that's quite a claim. I love to see that, because it's often what's missing, the big gap there.
And the most sophisticated company, and that captures probably 80–90%, and the most sophisticated companies then use the manual measures, then use
so eventually
labeling.
Somebody looks at the data and
tagging, labeling.
Yeah, I'm not really a producer.
Yeah, you guys do audit and all this, but in your formulas, do you actually have a way of measuring the qualitative aspect of it, as opposed to just quantity?
The way our audits actually work is there are standards that are out there, and we audit against standards. So, to the extent that somebody is producing that, we would look at their definitions of that, and to make sure that the underlying assumptions are complete and accurate. But it's not really us to say whether it's a wrong or right methodology.
Right. We'll have to leave it there. Paulo, the conversation continues outside, yes? Because we are very much pressed for time.
Thank you very much.
Obrigado. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.